Guys, listen to me. Where is Fei Lao? Where is she? I need to know where she is. She owes me $50,000. Pilot, do you know where she is? You don't know. You lot are useless, man. Man, I'm sick of these people. Anyway, guys, yo, welcome back to another Division 2 video. And as you can tell by today's title, we're gonna be getting into the build that all of you guys have been waiting for. It was a build that I made in around March time, just after Warlords dropped, and it was fun to use, but I just feel like it was too old and a lot of people were using it, and it was out there a lot in the community. However, I put some gameplay out for you guys, and I said if we get 150 likes, I'll release the build for you because you are my subscribers and I appreciate you all. So you guys smashed over 150 likes within a couple of hours, so I thought, why not? Let's just do it. So today I'm going to be showing you this build, but before we get right into it, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you know when I release videos. I got loads of series, builds, gameplays that come throughout the week, so just be tuned in and take it all in. If you enjoy this video and you like this build, make sure you smash that like button. Let's get at least 100+ likes for this video. I would appreciate it a lot. Lastly, guys, if you want to become a member, man, I just want to say thank you so much. We're on 51 members right now on the channel. My goal is 100, so if you guys can make that, I would really appreciate it. The link is going to be in the pinned comment. You guys just click on the member link. You can choose your perks, choose your level. You get loads of different things like early access to videos depending on which membership you pick. So yeah, man, look into it, see if it's for you. If it's not, it's okay, but if it is, let's get it, man. Let's get to 100 members. I would appreciate it. Anyway, today I'm just going to get into this build that I showed the gameplay with. This build is probably one of my favorite LMG builds this patch, 100%. There's a lot of other builds you can use like True Patriot and all of that stuff, but I just feel like this one, it feels more fun. So let me just explain it. We got One Piece Golan, we got a Providence, we got a Sokolov, we got 2-piece Ongoing Directive and a Gila. We're sitting at 1.5 million armor, which is okay. We're a little bit tanky and we still do a lot of damage with this build. Now you're probably looking at LMG and thinking, where's your Petrov piece? And I'm gonna explain why I haven't got that on. But before I get into, the weapons and the pieces, I just want to explain my improvements on this build. So the main thing I'll do for this build is change this backpack to a Golan piece, because having 2-piece Golan gives you 1% armor regen, which will be nice for, excuse me, oh my days. Anyway, having 2-piece Golan would be nice because it gives you an extra 1% armor regen, which is good for this build because we got a lot of armor, which will be nice to keep us up and keep us, fighting well. So that's what I do for this build. And if I'm really picky and want that extra 10% LMG damage, then I'll just change the Gila chest for a Petrov. But everything else is fine in my opinion, and we're gonna go into the weapons. So we're using a Pestilence, and I think for this build it's important to use it. You guys can change it up. I know you don't have to use the Pestilence for this build, but it's fun. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, I got my baby back yesterday, first run. Anyway, let's get back into this. We got some good rolls on the Pestilence. We're sitting at 77k damage, and you guys know what the Pestilence does now, man. Hits apply a debuff dealing 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds. This stacks up to 50 times. Whenever an enemy dies with this debuff, all stacks are transferred to a nearby enemy within 25 meters. Now this is very important for this build, and I'm going to get into it after we get into some gear pieces. For our second gun, we got the Carnage. Now what does the Carnage do? It gives you perfect Sadus. What does Sadus do? It deals 25% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. After 3 kills, it applies bleed to the next enemy you hit. So this is pretty nice as well. So I switched between these two. LMGs do take long to reload. So if I feel like, I want to switch to the Carnage while someone's bleeding and I have to reload the Pestilence, this is the gun I would use. So we're at 60k damage, and the RPM on this, it feels nice and it sounds nice when you shoot it. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, let's just get into the gear pieces. So for my mask, we've got a Golan piece, which gives us 10% status effects for having one. We've got armor on the core attribute. We got status effects, we got crit chance and skill hits for the mod slot. Now, as you can see, I've just basically stacked up 20% status effect onto this mask. So this is what's important about this build, is status effects. So let's get into the chest piece. We got a Gila Guard chest. It's giving us armor on the core attribute. We've got status effects, repair skills, which I would love to change for something else because, I don't really need that for this build. We got incoming repairs for the mod slot. Now this is an important part of the build. Applies blind to an enemy hitting the head. The cooldown is 30 seconds. and it applies bleed to the enemy hitting the chest. How easy is it to get a bleed, guys? You just shoot body shots, what everyone else really does, and you're gonna get a bleed. Now, we've got Carnage, so I can use my Carnage and proc Trauma, and it's gonna apply a bleed to the enemy. We'll just say this dude's gonna give me that extra weapon damage whilst that person is bleeding, so that's really nice as well. Having a Pestilence, right? All I gotta do is, I got a proc Trauma using a Pestilence. The first person's gonna bleed out, they're gonna die alongside the plague that's on them, so they're gonna be getting ticks as well, them nasty ticks, guys. As soon as they get down, all of that damage I dealt to that person is gonna go to the next enemy, and they're gonna be down as well, and it's just gonna transfer to all the people that I'm fighting. So this is really nice, but you gotta make sure with this build you have status effects all over. So let's just go into the holster, ongoing directive holster. What does 2 pieces give us? 15% status effects, guys. Another percentage of status effect there. We got weapon damage, which is not too bad, I don't mind that. And we got 10% status effect, so God roll there for that. For the knee pad, we got ongoing directive, we got weapon damage and more status effects again. For the glove, Sokolov, which is going to give us 10% SMG damage. Now, let me get into this. What you guys can do with this is, because we're going to be activating bleed, you can go get SMG, say, I don't know, Vector, MP5, any other SMG you want, and just roll Sadis onto it, and that's going to help towards the SMG damage that you get from this glove. That's if you want to do that, but for me, I don't really care. I still hit hard right now, and it still feels good. So we got armor on the core attribute on top there. That's a nice max roll. We got 15% status effects. Now, this glove, Firm Handshake, it's a named glove. It always comes with the 15% status effect. So this is what's helping out my build a lot as well. And we got a max roll of 12% skill haste, which I'm not bothered about, but I mean, a god roll is a god roll, so I'm happy with this glove. Now for the backpack, we got a Providence, and it's giving us 10% headshot damage. This is something that I don't need. As I said at the start, I would rather have a Golem backpack, which is going to give me 1% armor regen for having 2 pieces. If you look on the mask, 2 pieces, 1% armor regen. Let's get back to the backpack. So on here we got a core attribute of armor, max roll. We got 11% crit damage, 10% skill damage, and crit damage for a mod slot. These rolls is not what I want. For the skill damage, I'd rather change it for status effects, of course, because we're gonna have more. Right now, all across the build, we got 70% status effects, guys. If I had that extra 10%, I'll be at 80, which would be really nice. For the main talent on the backpack, we got Wicked. I did use this bag for my last build. If you want to go check out my, my high armor crit build, it hits so hard and you survive really long. Click on the top right tab right now. It's going to pop up for you guys. You can click on that and watch the build. Wicked, applying the status effect increases total weapon damage by 18% for 20 seconds. 20 seconds is a long time, especially in a fight. So this is really nice. I'm happy with this talent. Let me explain something for you guys. You might be thinking, oh, you're gonna have to use a skill to apply a status effect in order, for a Wicked to proc. Nope. All I gotta do is shoot my Pestilence on them. The Plague is a status effect towards the player, and it's gonna cause that to proc. So every time I shoot my Pestilence, it's gonna proc Wicked. So that's what I think is really nice as well. And on top of that, we've got Trauma, which is giving us that bleed. So a bleed is a status effect too. All the time, no matter what gun I use, it's gonna be proccing Wicked, which I think is really nice. A lot of you guys have probably seen this build, as I said, but you guys asked for it, so I'm gonna deliver. Anything you subscribers ask me to do, I'm giving it to you because you guys support me and I appreciate it. So that's why I'm giving this build to you guys today. For the skills, man, we got a jammer. When someone drops that bleed hive, just pop this jammer and it's gonna be disappear, boom, gone. And then we got our defender drone, we're happy with that. So yeah, any skills that you see like a defender drone, just use this on them, the jammer, it's gonna be out, man. It's really nice. Especially in the dark zone, a lot of people be using bleed hives and all that stuff. So yeah, just make sure you use the jammer with this build. I would recommend it. On top of that, I mean, if you don't want to shoot the person and you want Wicked to proc before you start shooting, you can use the jammer and it's gonna proc Wicked because it's a status effect, it's an EMP. So just remember that too, guys. This person that I'm fighting has low armor or is squishy and has no hazard protection, etc. They're out. If you have hazard protection, fair enough, you'll be able to fight this off. Remember guys, this is strong. Status effects right now in this game is crazy. You can use a lot of things that's going to take people out instantly. Of course, we're getting Title Update 10, which is going to fix all of this stuff, but for now, man, we're having fun. Title Update 10 ain't coming out yet, so this is why I've dropped the build for you guys as well. Fun, it's useful, status effects, Pestilence, ticks, survivability. You got the firewall specialization with that med kit, which is going to heal you for 200%. You keep popping that kit, it's going to help you. Also, if you guys don't want Trauma and you want to use efficient and just go with and just go with the Pulse or the Bleed Hive to proc Wicked, and then use the Carnage or the Pestilence. Do what you want. And you can still use Efficient on the chest piece, because I know a lot of you guys like to use Efficient. I could even change this up and use, you know, skills, but then I would probably have to stack into skill tiers and all of that. I just wanted to be a bit tanky, but still be able to do damage and stay out for the longest amount I can. But yeah, guys, this is the build. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, let me just go to my stats. This, you know, all of this is not what I looked into. Now, I would suggest it because having crits with bleed is gonna help a lot, but I just wanted to show you guys that I didn't have to do that. I just went for straight bleed, straight armor, straight weapon damage, and I'm done. I don't even have a petrol piece, and it is wrecking. It just felt so relaxing. It felt so relaxing to use a build like this. It wasn't a problem at all. And you know, you want to look at these stats: armor 1.5 million, etc. Bleed resistant, has a protection 2%. You see, all of this stuff is not what you look into on this build. You just want to look straight at what you're seeing. For example, status effects all over. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed this build, make sure you hit that like button. I had to give it to you guys because you asked. As I said before, you are my subscribers. I'm going to give anything that you guys ask for the channel. All the builds, all the gameplays you want. Just let me know, man. I got you, man. I got you. We got you. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're climbing up to 7K, and this momentum, how we're moving right now, I really do like it. So let's just keep this going, guys. I know it's hard. I know, you know, it's a bit long to press that subscribe button, but if you're new, I'm sure it wouldn't be that long. So yeah, just make sure you hit that button, man. 100+ likes for this video, because you guys asked for it, so I delivered. So I would appreciate that. And if you want to become a member to the channel, like I said, you can click the link in the pinned comment, choose your perks. You're going to be getting a whole heap of stuff from whatever one you choose. So yeah, man, if that's for you, let's get 100 members. We're on 51. Let's reach our goal, man. I would appreciate it. It's been Division Addiction, and peace. But yeah, guys, wait. If we hit 100 likes, I'm dropping a build tomorrow. Just letting you know.